Now, get ready for the hottest podcast coming out of Dallas, Texas, with Sean Fox, K Boogie, and Cowboys Nikki. Stars talking Cowboys. Let's go!
Yo, here we go again, back up on the scene. Stars talking Cowboys, you know what I mean. The podcast, repping everything with silver and blue. Keeping it real, that's what they do. Let me tell you about the crew. Sean Fox, spitting facts. K Boogie's giving game. Nikki's got the stats, so of course she covers everything. It's showtime, so let's get to the biz. And that Stars talking Cowboys, yeah, you know what time it is.
What's up? What's up? What's up? How you doing? What's good, K Boogie?
What's up? What's going on?
Oh, we are here. We are here.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. What's going on, Nick?
Should be on in just a second.
I see where you are.
I'm chillaxing.
Yeah, I see. I see,
Trying to-
brother.
Yeah, trying to make another dollar, live another day.
Hey, and enjoy. It's the holiday season, so everybody's a little laid back right now, enjoying the holiday season. Here's what it is. Enjoying our little, winning streak or whatever you want to call it. Boy, oh boy.
Most definitely.
It's not the season that we had hoped for, but hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. I think the biggest thing for me is like I tell everybody, I have zero expectations right now for the rest of our season. I know that we're not gonna, I don't think that that we're gonna make it to the playoffs, and I definitely don't think that we're gonna get. If we do make it to the playoffs, I don't think that we'll make it past, the first round. So I don't think that we are talented enough to do that. And I know that we're going to talk about our quarterback situation in a little bit. However, we just don't have the talent that we need to win. So that's my take on it.
Though we've been saying that for a long time. I mean, Jerry put us in a bad position when we don't have talent. We don't have as much talent as basically the NFC front runners. He wanted to state that basically, hey, I got to sign CD and I got to sign that. So I may not have any money to go around. We all know that you can play with the salary cap. You can manipulate the salary cap, but he choose not to. So we don't have as much talent as we used to have. And it shows, especially when we started having all the injuries. We didn't really have any depth. Our backups wasn't intact like they were in previous years when we had some injuries. So it is what it is. And that's the problem. That's the problem. Everybody always want to say it's CD's contract or Dak Prescott. His contract, but it's not Dak or CD's. It's Jerry Jones' ineptitude of not acquiring other talented players to put on his team. That's the thing. It has nothing to do with the contracts. Nothing. And every time you turn around, well, if that didn't sign for $60 million or if CD doesn't have $35+ million, I'm like, come on, it's not even the contracts. It's Jerry Jones. He doesn't want to manipulate the salary cap like all the other good teams is doing right now. And that's the problem.
And the big thing, even with that, is that we have salary cap money right now.
That's for Parsons, though. It's got to be.
Well, just come out and say that then.
He's not. You know,
Say.
Jerry likes to keep it going. Jerry's like Don King. He just like to keep certain things going because he loves publicity. That's the thing. Just he doesn't even want to come out and say what he really means. He's always beating around the bush. Did you hear what he said today?
No.
Well, he was talking about eating squirrel and raccoon today as a kid.
Oh wow.
He was talking about as a kid eating squirrel and raccoons, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, Jerry Jones is eating squirrel and raccoons." I'm like, "Oh Lord, have mercy." And you know, Shay, he talking about, "Yeah, man, I be eating barbecue squirrel, and my sister got squirrel in the refrigerator right now." I'm like, "Dude, really? That's what we doing right now?" So it was crazy.
Comparing who's eating squirrel or not.
I don't need. Listen, I have family members in South Carolina and Alabama. That's their thing. I'll let them have that. But all I'm saying is that when Jerry Jones just talks, everybody listens. He's like E.F. Hutton. Anything comes out of his mouth, hey, oh, Jerry said this, Jerry said that, and Jerry knows it now. He knows anytime that he says anything, everybody's going to sit back and basically wonder what's he saying and why he's saying it. And that's the problem. And he knows it. He knows it. It's like he needs attention. Like, Jerry, why don't you just shut up? Who cares about squirrels and raccoons? I don't eat none of it. We're talking about that today. So anytime something comes out of his mouth, he knows that it's going to make the 5 o'clock news, 6 o'clock news, 7 o'clock news. It's like, come on already. Jerry just being Jerry. And he's the one of our major problems why we don't have the talent on the team. He wants to have a press conference every day, every 5 minutes. And that's crazy. What's up, Nick?
Hey, what's going on?
She got the new hairdo and the new style. Okay. Color rush. You got the color rush on. Oh, Lord. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Yes, it is.
Well, our team has won 3 out of the last 4 games. Is it because our quarterback is playing exceptionally well?
Should have been 4 out of 4.
I think it's more the schedule more than anything else. I'm gonna say it. I'm glad that we are being competitive, but it's the schedule too. It's the easy part of our schedule. If you look at it, I mean, is the Panthers really a team that's basically on the up and up? You know, the Giants. Come on. So I don't know. I don't know. We have a lot of fans out there that seem to believe that Cooper Rush is playing amazingly, and I'm like, yo, he averages 1 fumble a game. He averaged 200 yards passing a game. We average like below 21 points a game. So what is he really doing that's efficient? So
he has 0 zip on his ball.
And he turns over the ball every week in the red zone.
Exactly. 1 fumble a week.
No, you don't even. No, not even a fumble. It's a fumble and an interception a week. He had one of each every week.
All I know is that, and you know, it seemed like I'm in a time warp as well. Like when Tony Romo was going through certain things, it's like I was fighting for Tony Romo. Now that that's going through certain things, I'm fighting for him. And it's always with our own fans, though. That's the thing. It's not everybody else's fan base. It's ours. That's the thing that gets me more than anything is we fighting amongst ourselves. It's crazy. I just don't get it. And then we're dat lovers. Oh, you guys are dat lovers. You guys. I'm like, nobody's a dat lover. When he messes up, we all tell you when he messes up. But Cooper Rush is not actually setting the world on fire either. We scored 20 points against the Bengals. We should have lit them up. The Bengals. Come on now.
That interception in the red zone came back to hurt.
Exactly. The defense, but is the defense really playing better? Are we really playing against offensive juggernauts? The next 3 games is going to be telling. The next 3 games are telling. The only team that really played that was a juggernaut was the Bengals, and you see how that turned out. I think you're on mute, Fox.
Yeah, I'll give it to him. The defense has been playing better, and I think most of that is because we're getting some type of pressure. I still don't like Michael Parsons on his rushing upfield and leaving that gap on whichever side he rushes.
Oh, you see that too?
Yes, I see that a lot.
Draw plays up that side, we be in trouble. Swing passes, we be in trouble.
Trouble.
Well,
Yep.
think about what Joe Burrow did. Where did he escape every time?
Parsons side.
And that's why I don't see how they go back and look at film and prepare for it and don't see that it's a problem. And they keep doing it every week.
Yeah, I mean we're fans. We're nobodies, but we can see it. I know if I'm a coach, I know that's where I'm gonna go.
Let me ask you a question. Is it the scheme? Is it Zimmer? Or is it just basically just Parsons just trying to wreak havoc on every play? Or a little bit of both?
I would say it's both.
I think
Because if you know anything about football, the one thing you want to do is always contain. You want to contain the ends, and containing the ends sometimes, even if you have somebody going up the field, you got to have somebody that is either going to watch that gap or that's going to fill that gap. And we don't have nobody filling that gap.
Well, it seemed to work against teams like Carolina though. And the Giants, it'll work. But against better teams like Tampa Bay this week, they have two good running backs. And Baker Mayfield's playing out of this world. So let's see how impactful that is against a team like Tampa Bay.
You think Baker playing out of this world?
Baker's been balling the last 4 weeks. They won 4 in a row. He playing better than Cousins.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's playing better. Yeah, he's definitely playing better than
Well, I'm saying they're in first place right now in the NFC South.
Well, I mean, look at the division though.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
we probably would be in first place if we had that division. You got the Panthers, you got the Falcons, you got the Saints, and Derek Carr out again. Cousins not playing good, and then you got Bryce Young, the Panthers. So rightfully so, they should be winning in that division.
yeah. He just put a 40 burger up on the Chargers though too.
Well, he had to score. He had to score with the Chargers because you have a quarterback like Justin Herbert. You know, I don't fault Justin Herbert for everything that goes on with the Chargers because it's not all on him. He does. He's a good. He have his moments. I mean, he's a good quarterback. It's all like I said. I'm sitting back watching with Dak being out. I'm sitting back watching all these quarterbacks do what quarterbacks do at least 1 or 2 games out of the season. But it's amazing how the other quarterbacks do it, and it's always a liable excuse for it. It's always a reason for it. But Dak do it. He shouldn't have any excuses. It shouldn't be no reason for him to do X, Y, Z. When I'm watching the games and I'm seeing some of the quarterbacks do some of the same exact things that's what quarterbacks do.
Kyle, onto that point, when I listen to, especially when I listen to XM radio, and they always talk about how great Joe Burrow is, how great Herbert is, how great and how great kid from Jacksonville is.
Trevor
Lawrence, yeah.
Trevor Lawrence.
Right. They talk about how we got all this good young talent in the NFL, and when their team loses, they always say, "Well, they didn't get this person enough help."
Yep. They
or the
said they'll
O
say
line
that.
is trash, or the
The
O
O
line
line
is
is bad.
bad,
Hmm.
or the defense is not helping them out. In the case of Joe Burrow,
Right. And that's
oh,
the
they're
excuse they got for Joe Burrow. He's putting up numbers that he should easily be number one in his division.
MVP.
He should be MVP. He's putting all these numbers up, but his defense is the reason why they can't win. But XYZ, so
are those empty numbers, or those are just numbers that because he's just that great of a quarterback.
You
And,
say
and
empty numbers.
I'm asking that because
'cause that's what they say about that.
that's what they say
It's
about
bad.
that.
It's bad. It's padded stats.
Yeah,
That's what they always say about that. Oh, he got it at the end of the game when the game was almost over. Okay, so if we're down a touchdown, so he not supposed to throw the ball and get numbers because and numbers and try to help us win the game just because it didn't happen all at the beginning of the game and now we're at the end of the game. So because it's the end of the game, he not supposed to still throw the ball and hopefully get us down in a touchdown to tie the game or win the game. I'm confused.
Don't
look
forget,
at
they
that.
didn't
Yeah,
prevent defense. Don't forget, y'all. They didn't prevent defense. They all way back in a line of scrimmage, so he has ample amount of time to throw. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Don't forget
no,
that part.
yeah, but that isn't that what Joe Burrow does? Ain't that
Exactly.
what? Isn't that what Matthew Stafford does? Isn't that what Detroit
Ooh, Jared Goff.
Jared Goff did the other night? Didn't he do that in a 48-42 loss to the Bills?
Yeah.
So football is football. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, in my opinion, if somebody gets 1 yard, it's a stat in the NFL. If you get an interception, it's a stat.
Isn't that
So
what Joe Burrow did to win the game? He brought his team down the field in the fourth quarter to win the game, to get the game winning touchdown. So is it padded stats?
Different narrative for the Cowboys. Y'all know that.
yeah,
It's always going to be a different narrative for us. It is what it is, unfortunately. And that's what I hate about sports. The commentary and the commentators is always the narrative. They always move the goalposts when it comes down to us. Always. Especially Dak Prescott. They always move the goalposts. Always. I don't know if it's back, forward, left, right, gravel. I don't know. They always move the goalposts when it comes down to him. Always. And that's crazy.
yeah, it's to the point now where I don't even debate with Cowboy fans anymore. I don't need debate with Cowboy fans anymore.
I don't know. I like the banter, but some of it, it's like, are you serious? I'm like, I don't know what it is with certain Cowboy fans with Dak Prescott. I just don't understand. I just don't understand. It's like he slept with their girl or something, or impregnated their wife the way they hate that man. That's crazy. The way the banter that goes on with him. You didn't see the new meme that they have right now that's going on? Well, Cooper Rush only has like 10 passing touchdowns and 3 interceptions, while Dak Prescott has 11 passing touchdowns and 9 interceptions. I'm like, well, what about the 9 fumbles? And the competition he's playing against right now. I don't want to talk about the competition. He's just more efficient than Dak Prescott. I'm like, here we go. It's just crazy.
Or the running game that he has had for the
Right.
last 3 or 4 games.
Right. If the Rico was running the ball the way that they are running the ball now, Dak would have never gotten hurt. Simple as that. He would have never gotten hurt if they was running the ball the way they are running the ball now. And who does that? Who do you fault for that? You fault Mike McCarthy
See,
because they brought Zeke back. Zeke was supposed to come back and do X, Y, Z. He didn't want to piss Jerry off, so he didn't want to start Rico. He wanted to do running back by committee. Had he been playing Rico from the beginning, like we all was saying, and the O line was playing better, like they are playing, Dak would never got hurt.
Yeah, all of our backup O linemen are playing better than our starters were.
Is it
So
the
yeah,
schedule? Is it the competition they playing against though? Because when the Eagles was here and the Houston Texans were here, we didn't see the same actually performances from these individuals either. We didn't see that the output. So I don't know,
so
is it the schedule of the teams or what is it?
so so the Eagles struggled against the Panthers in their own building.
Yeah.
Yeah. If the Panthers wide receiver caught that ball, the Eagles lose.
Yeah.
So
But when the Eagles came to Dallas though, they kind of destroyed us in the second half. And that's what all I'm
Right,
saying is
because
like,
because of the interceptions.
and
They
we
got
had no
George food over there.
pass rush.
how about the Texans?
No pass rush. Texans ran the ball against us. That's how Texans beat us. They ran the ball down our throat. What Mixon had? What 3 touchdowns?
3 touchdowns, 109 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, you know, it's like we all know it's a team effort. It's just like against the Bengals. Our special teams lost us that game. Offense did enough to win. Defense did enough to win. Special teams didn't.
You think that was just that one play though? We should have scored more than 20 points on the Bengals though. Bengals
No,
defense was averaging like giving up like 31 points a game up until that point.
oh, I'm not saying that we shouldn't have scored more, but what I am saying is that with what we had, we still should have won the game. If special teams would have did what they were supposed to have done, we win that game. We lost that game on a special teams blunder.
He knew the rules. I guess he was just being overzealous. And he wasn't a rookie either. He's playing pretty good up until that point. He just came back from injury reserve and he touched the ball. He shouldn't have touched the ball. Let it grow.
Yeah.
Let it go.
The ball bounced. He thought he took a bad angle trying to catch it. He touched it, gave the ball back to Cincinnati. In that little 10 seconds, I went from ooh to ah.
You had elation and then, oh my God.
Yes. As soon as I saw him touch it, I was like, oh my God. Only us. We're the only team in the NFL that can possibly make one of the best plays at the end of a game to get the ball back to win the game. And in the very same play, turn around and lose it.
On Monday Night Football, too.
On Monday night. Yeah.
On Monday Night Football. I said, well, I ain't this some crap.
Yep.
I don't know, man. It's just different when it comes to the goalposts, the narratives. When it comes to us, is a little different. It's different. And that's why I can understand why Jerry's doing what he's doing. Not unless he thinks that, bad press and good press is all the same.
Well, I think that Jerry wants to win, but I also think that Jerry is just being a little too arrogant. I think he thinks sometimes just because he's Jerry Jones, this is Dallas Cowboys, that we're going to. I don't know what he thinks. I can't even explain what I think he thinks.
I don't know if we all know what he's thinking right now. We don't know.
Yeah.
We just hope we guessing, but we don't know what comes out of his mouth. We don't know what he's guessing, what he's thinking, how's he feeling. We don't know. We don't know. I don't think Steven even knows.
Yeah, but you got to know that teams gear up for the Cowboys. Every team has their rivals. Pittsburgh and Baltimore, rivals. Well, the whole AFC North, all those teams are 100% rivals. They're natural rivals. We have our rivals. Each team, Falcons and Saints. Each team has their natural rivals. But the Cowboys, when teams play the Cowboys, they know it's a nationally televised game, or it's in Jerry's world. They know the world is going to be watching. They get up for that.
Mm-hmm.
And for all those people saying, "Oh, y'all arrogant for saying that," no, we're not. If other fan bases put on our jerseys for one day and walk around, they'll understand what we're saying.
They don't understand. It's a curse and a privilege at the same time. They don't know. And you know what? They may not be able to handle it. That's another thing. They may not be able to handle what we go through because we go through a lot.
So all the ridicule that I get now for being a Cowboys fan, especially if they say something stupid, I say, look, I'd heard that. Please come up with something better. Y'all, I'd heard it. Please come up with something better. Come up with something that's going to make me laugh. So
They kick us when we down. That's what it is. They're kicking us when we're down. I laugh too. I have to laugh. For the most part, I laugh. And just hopefully Jerry Jones is understanding what he needs to do to make us better next year. That's all I'm saying.
Well, we're towards the end of the season. We already know essentially what we need on this team to improve this roster has to improve dramatically. I saw the post where somebody put up that the Eagles are all in. They every year they are all in, and their GM manipulates the cap to be able to make sure that his roster is where he needs it to be. Buffalo has been doing the same thing. Team players are taking pay cuts to go play in Detroit. What do the Cowboys need to do in order for us to improve our roster?
We need to draft better, not draft for need. Don't draft for need. Draft best available in the first and the second round. Then go out and try to fill some of those gaps in free agency whenever possible. We're not saying go out and get the superstars, but try to fill the gaps with basically players that fit your scheme, not just a name. Go out and get players that fit your scheme. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing that I tell everybody. Hey, we always want the big names. I get it, but do they fit our scheme? That's one thing that's very important too,
So do you think that these players have adapted to Zimmer's his scheme?
That's a great question. I can't even tell you, to be honest with you, because we still have so many injuries. I can't tell you. I don't even know. I don't know. Is it the competition we playing, the teams? Are we playing? I don't know. That's why I said the next 3 games will be telling. The Bucks, the Eagles, and the Commanders. Then we're going to see how well the players are playing in this scheme. Because right now, I can't even tell you. I can't. Parsons comes back from his high ankle sprain, and because he's putting pressure on the quarterback, that could be actually impacting the defense as well because Parsons is back. But then basically when we're playing against a team that can run the ball effectively on the edges, how's that going to impact the team then? So it's going to depend. I can't answer that question right now because I'm looking at the competition we're playing as well. I'm looking to see how many offensive plays that they have compared to our defense. So I don't know. I got so used to basically Dan Quinn's defense. If Dan Quinn had some reliable linebackers, we probably would have Dan Quinn right now as our coach. But I don't know. Like when I watch Zimmer's defense, it's like I'm watching the Colorado Buffaloes play from last year when I watched basically this defense. I'm like, damn, there's gashes, there's holes everywhere. I'm like, what's going on? So, like I said, I don't know. Is it the competition that we playing that can't exploit the defense? So I can't tell you. I really can't. Because when we go up against teams with speed, especially at home, they take advantage of us. I mean, I don't know. Everybody, certain individuals and the coaches are feeling good because we beat the Panthers. I'm like, we beat the Panthers. I'm like, okay, I understand a win's a win, but it was the Panthers. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I wanted a younger defensive coordinator anyway. I want somebody with basically, more creativity and whatever. So I don't know. I don't know. I think Fox froze. Oh, he's coming back? Okay. Well, what do you think?
So
What do you think? You think they adjusted, or is it the competition we playing against right now?
I think it's a little bit of both, but I do see our D line getting a little bit more pressure. Um, those linebackers walking up into those A gaps and dropping off. Um, that's normal Zimmer. That's normal for him. I just think the D line it may be getting a little bit more pressure. I think that the talent level that we're playing to get is giving people like Mozzie a little bit more confidence in himself. I think the D line is playing a little bit better, but I also think it's because of some of the talent that we're playing.
Uh, we're gonna find out the next 3 weeks. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out how
Yeah.
well we actually been playing because the next 3 weeks is like our playoffs. The next 3 weeks is playoffs. We're playing against 3 playoff teams that's fighting for position. So it's gonna be interesting. That's why they're not gonna flex us out of any games because who we playing against.
Yeah, most definitely.
You're gonna see. How you think basically Big Mike is doing calling plays though?
I'm still not a fan of his play calling. I like the fact that he's trying to run the ball more. I'll give him that versus all the little quick screen or slants and stuff that everybody is. If you're going to run a quick screen, then at least have the right personnel out there to block for you. Like I said, I like the fact he's running the ball more, and I'll give him credit for that. And I'll take back what I said about Rico from earlier. Rico is a serviceable back. I still don't think he's a feature back, but he's a back that should be able to get you through. Um, I think he's a good backup.
I said that too.
A good backup with the opportunity to start. I don't think he needs to be a feature back though.
He's an RB2, not an RB1, and I tell
Yeah.
everybody that.
And Zeke, poor Zeke, third and long, and you need an extra blocker back here. That's all I would give Zeke. But that, once again, that's just my opinion.
I think we do need to go in the draft in the first or second round of draft RB1. They have some good running backs too in the draft, but I think Rico's a good backup. Rico will be a good backup, just like he was a Pollard. In a featured back, you can't have a featured back as long as running 15 yards in a game.
Yeah.
We need some explosive plays from our backs.
Most definitely. What you say, Nick?
I'm back on the end. What y'all was talking about?
Rico.
What about
Rico
him?
Suave. He's been running.
Do you think
better.
Do you think he's a feature back? Do you think he's an RB1? Do you think he's an RB2?
If I had to judge him by just what we have seen these last 4 or 5 games that he's actually started as a running back, I would have to say that he can be he can be a running back one. I think a lot of his holdback was Mike McCarthy now. It was them. That was, on the holdback. You would they were giving him touches here and there, but he wasn't getting a chance to really just showcase everything that he could as a starter because they were, of course, saying they were going with running back by committee and they wanted to continue to um, feature Zeke and make the Zeke return so big. But I think now that he has actually gotten a chance to be that complete starter, you are seeing what we probably could have been seeing from him. Who's to say if he wasn't holding back on some things just because he wasn't a starter? Why give y'all everything I got and I'm not a starter? Or y'all don't believe in me as a starter? Why give everything I got? Let me say some of this so in case I leave here and I have to go to another team that I'm not all bruised and beat up here. Let me pull back on some things that I can do. I always liked Rico. I always thought he was a hard runner. I always thought he ran, really well. One of the only things that I always had an issue with him was following his blocks. But he these last couple of games, he's been actually following his blocks. He's been making holes for himself. He's been moving. So I just think at looking at him now, I can say he's a running back one.
Really? I don't know. I still think he's an RB2 rather than one, only because of look at the teams we playing against though. I wanna see him run like that against the Commanders, Tampa Bay, and Philly. Show me something against those
But
teams
he
that
can
can
only
stop the
do
run.
two. Yeah, but I understand it's the teams we're playing against, but you have to also look at the fact that the O line wasn't doing the things that they have done either in these last 4 or 5 games. Because if that's the case, like I said, Dak wouldn't be hurt if they were doing some of those things that they're doing now. And I get that is not good teams, and we a lot of times we say you can't fairly assess the player or judge a player unless they are playing one of the top teams or the good
Hmm.
teams, and I totally I do get that. Um, but I think him being with a line that can block for him, can open up holes for him, he can be a running back one. But I'm me personally. I'm still gonna draft the running back. I'm still drafting a running back. Now I might grab another running back that I can pair with him because if you have him running like he's running, playing like he's playing, and let's just see we see him do these same things against good teams like Commanders, perhaps we're gonna get their full team. Um, we may even still see the Eagles full team, depending on how things shape out in in the NFC with the three-way tie with who's the three-way for
It's the
Detroit,
Vikings, the Lions, and the
The
Eagles.
Lions, and the Vikings. So depending on how things shape out for it, and still needing the opportunity that either one of them can have home field advantage, depending on how this shape out, this will be a good time to see that. And but I would still go out and get another running back in the draft. I would still draft one because it's going to be a couple of good running backs in the draft,
It's a
and we don't.
lot.
It's a lot, and we don't have to draft a running back in the first round. I don't think we're going to ever draft a running back in the first round again. I think they learned that mistake with Zeke, and I don't think they're going to ever do that again. Draft a running back in the first round. Um, so I would still go out there and get up running back to pair with him. But the good thing about it is if you keep him, you already have one that already know the system. You already have one that's already familiar playing with the players that's there and the O line that's there. So if I was the Cowboys, I would keep him because you wouldn't have to probably sign him for one of the biggest deals, and I would draft another running back to pair with him. Now, the reason they got Dalvin Cook and they never used him, I have no idea. Like, that's just stupid to me.
No,
Like to have him here and he say he's healthy, he's good, he's ready to play, he's been wanting to play. I understand they put him in the game one time and he got what maybe 2-3 yards, but I mean, what you expect? You're not even giving him a chance. You put him in the game and you put him right out. So I don't know if keeping Davin Cook will be an option on the table for them. I don't know, but I would definitely keep Rico, and I will get another back and pair another running back with him. I mean, because we already know this Zeke is gone at the end of the season. That's a wrap for Zeke.
he long gone.
You know, um, I honestly don't think I don't know if he's gonna retire, ready to retire, but I don't see any others. I don't see other teams picking him up after this. And they might because it's teams that do small things, might bring him in for training camp, or to play in the preseason, um, whatever. But I know that we won't see him on this roster again next year. I think Jerry and them did something after the fact of a lot of the fans, was upset that Zeke was gone, and they thought bringing him back would be something that would put the Cowboys back in the spotlight. And it did for a moment. It did for a moment, you know. Um, Now, do I think Zeke could still get the smile yards for you? Yes, he can. But for them to bring him back in and think to say that he was going to be the number one back or the feature back, they should. I mean, week 2, week 3, they should have known better, you know. So it makes me wonder: was this something forced by Mike McCarthy? Was this something forced?
All I know is Zeke is taking up a roster spot. He should at least see what's going on with Cooks. Matter of fact, we
Yeah.
should see what's going on with Trigger Trey as well. How come Trigger Trey's not playing right now? That's the most baffling thing to me right now is
I
that
knew they
Prescott
was
is
finna
out,
say it.
but you don't want to play Trigger Trey just to see him. Say it. Listen, but we're not going anywhere right now, right? We're
Hell
not going to
no,
the playoffs
Jason
anyway.
Taylor.
You know what I'm
Um,
saying? So why we
hell
can't
no.
play him?
Uh,
Play him.
Falcons have benched Kirk Cousins.
I think it's too little, too late. I think it's
I
too
knew it was
little,
gonna
too late.
happen. When they drafted him, I knew it was coming. When they drafted him, that's why Kirk Cousins was so pissed off that they drafted him because I knew he knew he was gonna probably get benched. I mean, he won last night, barely,
Barely though.
barely,
Barely, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I guess they saying at this point, let's see what we got in Phoenix. I told them that I knew that contract would come back to haunt him. I knew the real Kirk Cousins would show up eventually. Um, that's crazy.
Penix is good though, but I don't know if this point in the season you would turn it over to a rookie with the playoffs on the line. Would you really do that though? Right now with 3 games left,
Yeah, that's true. And they're not out. They're not out the playoffs.
they're gonna be rooting for us this weekend because they won game out. Because technically, they beat Tampa Bay already twice, so all they have to do is tie with Tampa and they win the division. I don't know, but I just want to know why Trey's not playing. Can somebody, if you have any inside information or whatever, we inquiring minds need to understand why Trey's not playing. He can't be that bad in practice, can he?
But evidently it must be.
Or is Jerry don't want to showcase him because he want to resign him to a cheaper contract to be our backup quarterback next year? He can't be that bad. Trey can't be that bad.
So my thing with that the whole Trey thing is that if Trey was that good, we wouldn't have kept Cooper as a backup.
If Trey was that good, if Trey was that good, 49ers wouldn't never let him go. They the ones drafted him, and they drafted him in a high draft pick.
Oh, they did.
They
Three
drafted
first
him
rounders.
first round. So they wouldn't let him go. Shanahan understood and realized that he Shanahan is supposed to be a quarterback guru, and I mean, but I feel like Trey is a system quarterback. I feel like he's a system quarterback, and if Shanahan couldn't find him to be a fit in his system, I'm not sure what other systems he can go to and work in.
You see, that's the thing, though. Don't forget, Trey only played like 7, 8 games in college, so he's still green. Trey is really green. He needs to play. That's why if there was an NFL Europe, he would be perfect for it because he needs to play. I don't think he's any system quarterback right now because he doesn't have experience still. He's still so green. That's the thing with Trey. He's still green. He's just crazy athletic, but he doesn't have any experience, and that's why I can't understand why he's not playing right now. Is Mike McCarthy trying to save his job? That's why he has Cooper Rush in there because we're not going to the playoffs. Why not play him? That's all I'm saying. Why not play him? That's the thing. We're not going anywhere. Mike wants to save his job so bad he's not going to play Trigger Trey. Think about it. Where are we going? What are we doing? This is when you
Yeah, it
evaluate
sounds
talent,
like.
though. Think about that, though.
Well, but they're saying that they're trying to win the games, and that Cooper Rush gives us the best options to win games. So if they would have thought that Trey was a better option than Cooper, then they would have played Trey. You know, I understand exactly what you're saying. They gave Trey Lance every opportunity in preseason to show what he could do. Yes, he runs the ball very well, very fast. But there's got to be something that's going on at practice for them to say that he's not ready to be the leader of the Dallas Cowboys. And I'll even go back to you know add in that all the fans saying, "Oh, that he's coming to take Dak's job. He's taking Tech's job." Well, if he can't get past Cooper Rush, what makes you think he's
But
going
we
to take
said
that?
that. We
Yeah,
said that. We said that on
yeah,
the show when it first happened. Remember, we said that. I said Cooper Rush. I mean, not Cooper Rush. Trey Lance. He can't even unseat Cooper Rush right now. I said
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Something not right, though. Something's just not right. He's ultra talented too, and so if Mike McCarthy was a quarterback guru, he would be able to facilitate certain things with Trey better in practice, right? So practice, so he could actually, so Trey could play in the games. That's all I'm saying. There's got to be a disconnect somewhere. There has to be. There has to be a disconnect somewhere.
No, Joseph.
Yeah.
It's a conflict of interest.
No, he can't. He can't.
Yeah,
I
he
wish he
can't.
could, but he can't.
Yeah, he
He needs
can't.
playing time though. That's a good. That actually,
But
Joe makes a great point though. I
maybe he
mean,
should
if
go
he
to the
could,
UFL then. Maybe he should just take himself to the UFL. He's still young. He can go to the UFL for at least 2 years and develop himself more and then come back to the NFL. Maybe he should do that. Um,
or go to Canada,
or go to Canada
or go
and
to Canada and
go
play.
to Canada and play for at least 2 years and develop himself more, And I feel like with him not having the playing time that not having, I feel like he should have took the extra steps for himself and said, "Let me go get with a quarterback girl. Let me go work out with one. Let me go find one. Let me go get with one, and let me, you know, um." Do what I can do. That's what Jalen did. Jalen went and
I
work out
I
with
thought
me
he worked
with
with a
me with
quarterback
Tom
guru
Brady.
though.
That's what Jalen did.
Didn't he work out
Um,
with a quarterback guru for the last 2 years though?
who?
In the off season,
I
I
don't know.
thought he
I
did.
don't. I don't recall hearing about it. I'm not saying he didn't, but I don't recall hearing about it. But I like Trey. I mean, I like Trey as a. I think he's young. I think he still got some. He can still. He has some upside to him. But I don't think we are the right system for him. I don't think we are the right system for him. I don't think he have the right coaches here. He don't have the right coaching staff here. And like I always tell y'all on this show, we never have had coaches that can build up their players. We just never had those type of coaches that can do that. You know, you have players that can go to a team and they can get with a system, and they can get with coaches with a coaching staff, and the coaching staff can help build them up to be ready for what they need to be ready for. We have never had that here. We don't have that. Our coaches don't know how to build up their talent.
Yeah, I mean, but you said a mouthful, Nikki. Sometimes it's the coaching staff. Sometimes it's the scheme. You know, there are a lot of quarterbacks that have done bad at one team and went to another team and did good. You know, hell, Baker Mayfield went to L.A. A couple seasons ago, hopped off the plane, had to start, and had a hell of a game. Won a game for a bad
Great coaching.
Rams team. Yeah, because of
Great
good
coaching.
coaching.
Because of coaching.
Look at what's going on in Minnesota.
Oh
Who would ever
my
thought?
God.
Yeah, who would ever thought that kid would
Sam
be
Darnold.
yeah, whoever thought he'd be leading his team to 11-2 record, or was it
12
12-2?
and 2.
12 and
A
2.
12-2 record.
Everybody sitting on this show right now said, "Child, Vikings gonna suck. They gonna be terrible. They gonna
We
suck."
thought.
Everybody sat on here and said that because they was getting some. We was like, "Oh, they getting Sam Darnold. That's dumb." Blah, 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 blah. Coaching matters. Look at Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson was terrible with Denver. Terrible with Sean Payton in Denver. He was basically terrible his last year or two in Seattle. But he got under the right coaching staff, the right coaching style, being that he was a vet already. Still, they seen some things that he was doing wrong while he was in Denver, and some things that he was not doing anymore, and they brought him back to that. He got his team in the playoffs. I'm pretty much in the playoffs. And that's after him starting behind Justin Fields. He pretty much got his team in the playoffs. So coaching matters. And that's why I hate people to say that it don't matter about coaching, because yeah, coaching matters
Let
a
me
lot,
answer a question though. Because Bo Nix stepped in his place though,
right?
and he's doing a better job than Russell. So is it the coach or is it the scheme?
I
The
think
coach, the coach didn't want.
the
He
coach
didn't want Russell.
Russell Wilson.
Mhm.
He didn't want it.
He didn't want him.
Yeah.
He came in there not Sean Payton came in there not liking Russell Wilson.
Remember, he took his parking spot away from him in
Yeah.
his private
Because he was
office.
too
Yeah.
celebrity.
He
Because
said
he was Mr. Nice guy. Because he was too
yeah.
nice.
He was too
Yeah.
nice. He was too celebrity.
That's right.
He said
Yeah,
he didn't
right.
like
He
didn't
like
like
that.
kids. He didn't like people children. He didn't like people kids. Russell had his own office. He took all that. But we all knew what was happening, what was going to happen, because Sean Payton has always been one of those coaches that like his own quarterbacks, like the people he wants to groom.
Yeah. So let's talk about Kevin's comment here. People knew Sam Darnold was in a bad situation in New York. So was Russ. So those were bad examples.
I don't remember
Didn't
Sam Darnold being in New York. He was at
yeah,
He was
49ers.
with the Jets for a
40
while.
He was with the
49ers.
Jets.
Oh, that's
The
right.
Panthers.
That's right.
He played for the Panthers as well.
Right.
Remember that? He
Yeah.
went to the
Well, he
Panthers.
started with the Panthers, right?
No,
No,
he
he
was
started
Jets.
in New York.
He started
And
with
then-
New York.
He played with
Okay.
And didn't the Jets at the time have one of the best defenses in the
Mhm.
NFL?
At that time.
Mm.
Yep.
They beat us
Did
that
they-
Sunday.
Yeah, and didn't they have a couple of talented young wide receivers and a good running game?
Yeah. That's right.
They
That's
had
the
a-
game
they
they
had
that's
a
the game they
running
beat
game.
us in, that
Yeah,
team that we that was
That was
we
on
was the,
Sunday night when
Sunday
we lost
night.
to them.
we was the
Yeah.
joke, the
Heath-
laughing
when
we
Heath
was
couldn't
we
do
was the laughing
anything.
stock of the NFL because
Yeah,
we lost to the Jets. Mhm.
And let's go back to Russell Wilson. Isn't this the same team that Bo Nix is playing with that Russell had last year?
Yeah, basically the same thing.
Yep. Back to the same thing, minus Randy Gregory.
Yeah.
Because they were $90 million over the cap.
Yeah.
$90 million over the cap.
89 to be exact.
Yeah.
Okay, what's 1 mil, Nick? What's 1 mil? What's 1 mil?
Yeah. Thank you, Demetrius. And this is a Ravens fan that said that. Yeah. So yeah, I think coaching does matter.
Coaching matter.
Regardless, yeah, regardless of what anybody says, coaching matters because the players don't go. We don't have the Jim Kellys and Peyton Mannings and Tom Brady. Even Tom Brady listened to plays from his offensive coordinator. He didn't like one of them, but he listened to the plays. Peyton Manning, Peyton Manning essentially Peyton Manning called his own plays, but he still had Tom Moore in his head.
Wait, you know what?
If you
Go ahead. I'm sorry, because I was gonna
if you,
say
if you want to,
Minnesota. It's a little lagging. Go ahead. Don't worry about it. I'll continue. Go ahead.
yeah,
Go ahead,
if you really think about it, the last quarterback that just really called their own plays was Jim Kelly and Dan Marino, some, but coaching does matter in the NFL.
Talent does too. Minnesota got two of the best wide receivers in the game. Good tight end, good running game. Offensive line is not bad. So talent helps them out too. Coaching is good, but look, hey, Minnesota got a hell of a playmakers on offense. They got JJ over there.
Now, the thing with Sam Darnold was, if you want my opinion, and this is only my opinion, I think it was too much pressure for him playing in New York in that market.
Yeah.
I,
You're right.
I think that might have been Sam Darnold's problem.
You're right. Coming from Southern Cal to New York, press is a little different, especially playing for the Jets. Mark Sanchez already came. He did a fairly decent job, and then you're supposed to be the savior. Playing in New York is not for everybody. It's different. It's different, and he had a lot of pressure on him.
What's up, Mr. Cowboy Nation?
He's frozen.
He froze. All right.
Mr. Cowboy Nation, you frozen. He got that mug. He mean mugging right now.
So what was you about to say, Kenyatta?
No, what I was going to say is that Minnesota's actually the perfect opportunity for him. Because look at their offense. Their offense is very explosive. You remember last year? I can't remember the backup that came in there when basically Cousins got hurt with his Achilles. He came in there and played pretty well. It's just the fact that hey, Sam Donald came into a great opportunity. That offense that they have is very explosive.
And whose offense is that?
Kevin's offense, the head coach's offense. The Rams offense. Yeah.
Okay. So what's the theme of these last 10 minutes?
Coaching matters.
Okay.
So does talent. And we're gonna put an asterisk, so does talent.
Oh, it does. 100%.
Nah, coaching, you know what? That's why I want a different coach on the Cowboys too. I said I wanted a young, creative-minded coach. Just like the Rams, just like the Vikings, just like Green Bay Packers. Because what if we had a dynamic young coach that was creative for this particular team? I think we'd be a lot better off.
That's true, Demetrius.
We'd be a lot better off. What did he say about being a man?
No, that's true. He said that every quarterback can't be the man. That's the problem. Too many franchises try to make their quarterback the man. It's okay to be a Jag, just another guy. Sam Darnold is a Jag with Vikings. Just tried to make him the man. And that's exactly how it was with Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins was just another guy on the team, but he had the talent and the players that he had around him. He had those things around him. So, he didn't have to try to be the full team. But the issue is when you get these quarterbacks and then you don't put the talent around them. So when you don't put that extra talent around them, it makes them have to be the man. It falls on the quarterback to be under pressure, to do everything. because they don't have the perfect talent around them. That explains the Dak story, the Dak situation. He had to try to be the man because he didn't have the other talent around him.
Uh-oh. Say it again. I don't think people in the back heard you. Say it again.
That's I mean, that's the same thing with Daniel Jones. He had to be the man in New York because they didn't have the right talent around him. He wasn't in the right situation with talent wise or
So yeah,
coaching wise.
so I'm gonna ask you a question. Do we all think that Joe Burrow is a good quarterback?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so. Yes.
Heisman winning
Yeah.
quarterback,
Then
Heisman
why
quarterback,
winner,
Super
then
Bowl.
why
Super
is then
Bowl.
why isn't he winning?
He don't have the talent, all the talent he need around him to win.
The
Especially,
defense,
especially on the defensive
the
side.
defense
He
is
have he
lacking.
have it on the offense side. He
Offense,
got
forget it.
Chase. He got Brown.
You
He
got
got
Higgins.
he got Higgins. But on the defensive side, he doesn't have the right talent on the defensive side to stop a play, to get that one stop they need. If they playing better teams. Now playing us with Cooper Rush, it was easy to do. It was easy to do. And I don't care what nobody say. If Dak was playing in that game against the Cincinnati Bengals, we would have blown Cincinnati out.
Exactly. I said the same daggone thing.
We would have
Exactly.
blown Cincinnati
Yeah.
out if Dak was playing in that game and he was playing better than if he had started his trend of playing better football than what he was playing before he got hurt. We would have blown Cincinnati out in that game easily. That game wouldn't have been even. It wouldn't have even been a two-score game. The way Cincinnati was playing in that game against us,
Because their DBs are horrible.
because their
Terrible.
defensive backs, they are terrible. They are horrible,
Terrible.
and that would have lit them up if he was playing the right football and the good football at that point before he got hurt. And we all know
So,
Dak wasn't playing good football before he got hurt. He wasn't. But
so,
why? Because it goes back to what Demetrius just said. He had to be the man because defense was so terrible. Defense
Hmm.
was horrible.
And only had one
So,
weapon too. CD
and he only
basically.
had one weapon, and Cook was out. He only had Lamb, but everybody gets mad and want to say, to say the X and the Y and the Z, but defense was playing terrible at that time. Defense is now playing better, but defense was playing terrible at that time. I mean, how you get mad at the quarterback but your defense is going down the field and letting them go all the way to stretch of a 94 100-yard field and score.
I'm gonna give you guys another example of why coaching matters. The Jets' current team,
Right?
with their current roster, their
Superstar
current
roster.
roster,
Superstar roster.
Crazy.
right? You got, I give it. Rodgers is a little older, but he still got an arm that can read defenses. He can't run. He's not mobile. He still got a decent arm. He can read defenses. He's got 3 wide receivers, 2 number ones, and a number 2 on that offense. O line, and it could be a little suspect at times. I'll say that much.
Yeah.
But he has 2 good running backs.
2
good running backs. And he has an above average defense. Why isn't that team winning?
Coaching.
I think not only coaching, but management.
Woody Johnson, crazy. He worse than Jerry. Woody Johnson is worse than Jerry, to be honest with you. He should have never fired Saleh. Their defense was playing lights out before Saleh got fired. You know that, right?
Right.
Their defense can't stop a nosebleed right now.
But Saleh wasn't the problem.
No.
Right.
Saleh Aaron Rodgers was the problem.
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers was the problem.
A-Rod.
He was the one that went to the GM and whoever and said he could not work with Saleh because him and Saleh was passing words in the locker room, behind the scenes, and he's the one that went to the GM and said he could not work with him.
He also went to Woody. Don't forget that.
And when they fired Saleh, they made sure Rodgers wasn't even on site when it happened. They made sure he wasn't even on site when it happened, just because they would try to make it spin to the media that he didn't have anything to do with it. When he did,
100% he has something to do with it.
you know, he had something to do with it when he said you can fire him, but you can't fire Hackett.
Shit. Hackett was a problem from jump.
Hackett been the problem. Hackett been the problem. But that's the ones that they'll give a head coaching job to again. They give him a head coaching job again. The Panthers ain't been the same ever since they fired Steve Wilkes. 49ers ain't been the same ever since they fired Steve Wilkes.
Karma.
Y'all made Shanahan made Steve Wilkes his scapegoat from the Super Bowl last year, and they have nothing to do and they have nothing to do with Steve Wilkes. That Super Bowl was lost solely in the hands of Shanahan, not the hands of Shanahan. If Shanahan, he is the one that is the reason that the Niners lost that game.
Yes, sir.
That game fouled on him.
Well, to go back, not only
for you to say that you didn't know, y'all didn't know the overtime rules. Y'all didn't know the overtime rules.
Not only that, go back to when Atlanta lost the Super Bowl.
That was his fault.
What was that?
He stopped running the ball.
That was on Dan Quinn.
He
stopped running the ball.
But that was Shanahan. Shanahan was the offensive coordinator.
That was Shanahan's offense.
Shanahan was the offense coordinator. Right.
All they had to do was run the ball 3 more times. Run the ball 3 yards, kick a field goal.
Game over.
Yes.
Game over.
We got Julio over there. Julio, we got to give it to Julio.
So once again, and I'm not calling nobody out, coaching matters.
Oh yeah, we calling them out.
Oh shit.
What's up, Mr. Cowboy? How you doing, bro?
What up? What up, Leg Cousin? What's going on? He frozen again.
Hey, how y'all doing? What up, cuz? How y'all doing, cuz?
What's up, man?
What's up?
Hey, so what's this I'm hearing about Rico Dowdle? What's this I'm hearing about Rico Dowdle being RB2? What's going on?
I said
that's what K Boogie said.
That's right. I said
I think he's established himself.
Rico been ready.
He ready.
He ready.
He been ready. He been ready.
I want to see him do it. Like I said, I want to see.
You ain't see him in Pittsburgh.
I want to see him in Pittsburgh week 5. I want to see him against Philly. I want to see him do it against the Commanders, and then I'll be a believer. If he averaged 98 yards the next 3 games, I'll be a believer.
So
I'm sorry. I think he been getting held back, man.
Okay.
So I'm one of those ones too. I'm one of those ones too that say that, you know, I'm not convinced yet that Rico is an RB1. I'm not.
Man,
I think he's very serviceable.
Mm-hmm.
He's really serviceable, but you can't have an RB1 that basically his longest run from scrimmage is 15 yards. We can't. Come on, seriously though.
That ain't true. He had a 22-yard run on Thanksgiving against the Giants on the draw play up the middle. I know he
okay, that's the Giants though. That's the Giants again.
Yeah, but it was a draw play up the middle on a 3rd and long.
It was a draw play
against a soft cover.
Against a cover 2. Against cover 2.
Yeah.
Hey man, 20 yards is 20 yards.
Yep.
So right, that's true.
The stat is the stat.
Yeah, stat is the stat.
20 yards and 20.
Numbers
but let me throw something else in the mix there. Is it because Rico is that good of a back, or is it because we made all those changes in the offensive line?
I think it's both.
It may be a little bit of both, because I think it's a little bit of both, because we clearly changed our run philosophy with Rico back there. We just
no
straight down here up the middle.
No,
it was a more power.
What's the name? What's the name of our little backup?
But that's what we need.
Which one? Hoffman? You talking about Hoffman? Hoffman's doing good too.
Talking about Hoffman?
Yeah, Hoffman is playing
Hoffman's
good.
doing
Yeah,
good. He got a nasty personality too.
He is.
He
Yeah.
grimy.
I like Hoffman, man.
He like
I
to
like
fight.
Hoffman.
Yeah, I like Hoffman.
He like to fight.
Yeah,
He
I like
get in,
Hoffman.
he
He
get in your
fights.
I like
face.
Hoffman.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, Zach
Now I
Martin is
said
not
he's
as
gonna
feisty
he's gonna
anymore.
get more penalties than Zach Martin. Yeah,
because he letting you know you're not gonna play with them.
Penalties.
Yeah, but you
But
need
he
that
gonna
dog
get
though. How many
You need that.
times we've been saying we need
but
dogs? We got a dog.
Exactly.
Well, he said that.
I take a couple 15-yard.
I'll take 1 or 2.
You know,
We got a couple
And
DMXs on that line.
if it's early in the game, not when the game on the line.
That's what we need, though. That's exactly what this offense is missing. Attitude, man.
I'll take it when the game is. Not when the game on the line.
We got to set the tone. You're right. We got to set the tone, though. Gonna let them know up front. Hey,
you better do that against Tampa Bay.
You got to set the tone, man.
Coming in hot.
Yeah, you know that it's something with him.
That's exactly what we need. I'm gonna say this. Let me ask y'all this. If Dak Prescott was able to just hand the ball off,
we just talked about that
up the middle.
We just talked about that.
We just talked about that. How better of a QB would Dak have been? With CD forcing you to cover CD 1-on-1?
We just
what
said
you think
that.
CD gonna? Yeah. How much better you think that?
We just said that. We
100%
said
better.
if they were
100%
playing
better.
like they are playing now, Dak wouldn't be hurt right now.
Would
they
Dak
were playing like they
hell.
playing now.
Look at last year when Pollard was here. We had a decent running game, and Dak was playing lights out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what we
That's
said.
What we've been saying.
We said that. That's what we talked about.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, Hoffman
that's what I'm saying. That's what Rico did with Dak need right there.
But
Rico
people,
RB2 though, bro. I still think he.
But
RB2.
people don't understand though that concept is football 1-on-1. The run game complements the passing game. The passing game complements the running game.
Yes.
And then if those two parts of the team are clicking, your special team better be clicking too.
You better know.
Just like we saw that Cincinnati game. Offense was playing good. The defense playing. Well, I can say offense was playing good. The offense was playing serviceable. Defense was playing lights out. And special teams fucked up.
I'm saying they played well enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
if you holding Joe Burrow in those Cincinnati, because they can score
under 20 to under 30
to 20 points. Yeah, to 20 points.
You playing
Chase
good.
was lighting us up though.
We had two terrible turnovers.
Exactly.
So if we take one of them, 2 terrible turnovers. So if you take one of them
away, we win that
you
game.
Know what I'm saying?
That red zone one. That red zone
was the one hurt the
7-yard line. Ooh, Lord, that was bad.
Yeah, because Ferg was wide open.
He was wide open. He was wide open.
Gone. Yeah, Ferg was gone.
He was wide open.
And that's on it. On them crossers like that, you always look at that wheel though, because the stat dude normally gonna pick somebody off like he did.
But that's the thing I don't like about Cooper Rush. He stared his receivers down, and that's exactly what he did on that play. He stared and locked in on CeeDee Lamb. He was dead set on getting the ball to CeeDee Lamb. He didn't even go to his second read. If he would have went to his second read, he would have saw Ferg wide open back there. But he didn't go to his second read. And then Lamb stopped running on the route. He stopped. So it's like, what are y'all doing? You know.
And I don't know if y'all knows it, but Cooper Rush has one of the weakest arms in the NFL.
Oh, we know.
I told you he has the arm strength of a toddler. I done told y'all that. He can't throw. He noodles, wet noodles. Like a wet
it's
noodle.
painful to watch, man. It's
that's
very
why,
painful.
That's why I can't understand about Trey. That's why I told you I can't understand about Trey. Is Trey that bad in practice?
I wouldn't mind them bringing Trey in on some RPOs. I say we could use him on some RPOs because he can run and he will run. So I wouldn't mind,
you nuts and butts.
Seeing Trey on some of that. But I wanted to get on.
But we have on the red zone, a couple of red zones,
and we haven't done anything.
As soon as we put him in there, the defense knows what they're going to do.
Exactly. Like play action pass when I'm in there or something. because everybody knows RPO's coming when you put him in the game.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
It's just.
I think Trey needs some reps. He just needs reps. Period. You know what I'm saying?
He does. I said the same thing before you got on. I said he just need playing time.
Yeah, he
he's
just
still
needs
green.
He played the whole preseason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he played the whole. He played
Yeah,
the
but
whole
he needs some regular
preseason.
season reps though. This is perfect for him. Live action.
He needs some regular season. You know that's
ones.
different now. In the regular, he needs some live action. That's what he needs.
Maybe the last.
Don't
game
throw
of the
them
season
picks.
against
Get spanked
the
a couple
Commanders,
times.
maybe.
I mean, maybe they play him the last game of the season
the
since
last
they
game of the season,
ain't bringing him back next year because they sure didn't pick up his 5th-year option.
That's $5 million.
Man, so y'all don't think they're gonna let Coop walk and then sign Trey for cheap because
I said that. I think that's why they're not trying to.
That's what he said. That's what
sign for cheap.
That's what Kenyatta said.
Yeah.
You can sign Trey for cheap.
That's what
I don't think his market gonna be.
He has no market.
So he ain't got no market.
He has none.
And that's probably why they're not playing him.
He don't have no market.
And that's what, you know, when you talk to individuals who don't really know the business side of football, if Trey was that good of a player, teams would have been and offered a 4th or 5th round pick for him. They would have been to try to get this kid. You know, think of all the kids that what was the cat what's that, Willis, that was in Cincinnati?
Yeah, he's with the Green Bay Packers now.
He's with Green Bay. What did they get? What did they get for? What did they get for him?
Like a 5th or 6th round draft choice for him,
5th or something like that.
And
I see the Titans done benched. What's his name? Levis.
Yeah, but the point of it is if Willis, Willis had less experience than Trey, you know, in the NFL, and nobody offered us a 5th round pick for him. So that's all I want people to understand, that, and I'm not talking about us. All those people that saying that, you know, that Trey was going to be a starter and Trey was going to do this and Trey was going to do that.
Dak need to watch out. That's the first thing that everything. Oh my God, Dak better watch out because Trey Lance. I say Trey Lance can't even unseat Cooper Rush right now. So what are y'all talking about? What are we doing here?
The only player that we've had play really good in the preseason that has really made an impact of us is I said a brain freeze. It's our punt return.
Who, Turpin?
Turpin. He clowned in the preseason, and it's carried over to the regular season.
I like Turpin.
Yeah, I like Turpin, and I like Turpin.
And we better do something with him too.
They better sign him quickly.
They better get on him early.
They better sign the kicker. They better sign both of them real quick.
Rico's a free agent too, isn't he?
Yeah, Rico is a free agent.
Rico is a free agent as well.
Hoffman is a free agent as well.
Lord,
we better keep Hoffman.
Oh my.
Yeah, Hoffman.
Yeah, we got to keep it. We got to go talk to Hoffman now.
Right now.
I like him, though. He's that bull in the China
shop. We can't let Hoffman.
Yeah, I like Hoffman. And Jerry said on the radio, he said that he had a conversation with Hoffman and he's basically, Jerry said, I had to talk to him, tell him like a kid, keep his hands to himself. You know, 'cause that could get us in trouble a little bit. And he said, I told him to keep his hands to himself unless needed, because they can get him in trouble a little bit. He said, but then I told him that, and then Luke Shoemaker come right back and do it the next week. I say, so he rubbed off on the next person, because Shoemaker did it. I was like, Shoemaker, what are you doing?
But I like the fight, though. At least they fighting. You know what I'm saying? They're not backing down. Because, you know, the be punking us too much. So now we got to fight back.
Yep.
But you need something. You need something like that.
You need that.
Look at Detroit. Why do you think Detroit is as good as they are this year?
Dan Campbell.
Because they are an edgy team.
Dan Campbell is he gonna go for it every time. He gonna go for the kneecaps every time.
He go for the kneecap.
Who the hell onside kicks in the fourth quarter with 12
Right. He
minutes
should
left in
have.
the fourth quarter?
That's
Who
what
does
lost the game.
that?
But he has to though. Look at the
That's
defense.
exactly
though.
what lost the game.
They
I'm
missing
like,
so
what are
many
you
defensive
doing?
members. He had to.
That's what lost the game.
He has to though.
Well, that's my own thing about Dan Quinn is that
Dan
he
Campbell.
makes those. Yeah, Dan Campbell. Shit, Dan Quinn too, but Dan Campbell. He makes. I'm still pissed off at Dan Quinn for that defense last year. But anyway,
Green Bay game.
Dan Campbell. He does not make orthodox. You know, if anybody don't use sense in coaching, it's Dan Campbell.
He don't.
He's straight emotion. He's straight emotion.
He don't care about
straight.
analytics.
He don't care about
right now,
analytics.
about
None
no
of that.
analytics.
He don't care because they
It's football here.
They asked him about that yesterday, and they asked him, "Do he regret going for that kick? Doing that? Do he regret it?" And he said, "Nope, absolutely not, because I'm gonna do it again."
Dan Campbell's that person on Madden that you don't want to play with because they're gonna go for it every time on fourth and something.
Didn't Dan Campbell play for us?
Yeah.
He was tight end.
Yeah, he played tight end.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
That's why everybody keeps saying Jason Witten is going to be the coach because JJ wants his Dan Campbell, and it's going to be Jason Witten. I'm like, oh,
The Jason Witten ain't edgy like Dan Campbell.
Nah,
I think
even close.
Jason Witten,
Nah,
Jason Witten, they wouldn't go to practice. They wouldn't show up. They wouldn't do nothing.
They going to Cabo.
They gone. They gone. They ain't even answering his calls.
Shit. Speaking of backups, do y'all think we should go after Justin Fields? Let's say we let both backups go. Should we go after Justin Fields?
How we gonna pay him?
I'm just saying he's a backup with Pittsburgh right now. I mean, we
How we
gonna need a
paying
backup with some Parsons money.
Yeah.
We're gonna tell Parsons to take a pay cut. We gonna tell Parsons, yo, you got something that much.
And I'm not taking no pay cut for no Justin Fields.
But I'm just saying we're gonna need a backup though because
another dog on the line. Yeah, I take a pay cut.
Now I was gonna say if I'll say
only because that Prescott may be injury prone right now too. That's one thing that we have to take a look at because he's been injured a lot lately.
That's why we need to build that lineup.
He
We
has
need
been
to
injured
build
a lot.
the line up. We have to build a line back up. We have to build up that line. We have to.
Mm-hmm.
If I would do anything on that line,
right tackle,
I would give me a dog to replace Terrence Steele. I would go out and give me a dog to replace Terrence Steele.
So think about it. You got Martin is probably going to retire. Steele that needs to be gone.
Gone.
Yeah.
Not ever thought about again.
Anthony Brown gone.
You got Smith who is doing. He's better.
That's boot.
So what y'all think? Left guard or left tackle, man?
Shit, both.
Tyler.
Who? Tyler?
Tyler Smith.
Guard.
Yeah, Tyler Smith, left guard or left tackle?
Guard.
I think he should. I think he should do guard. Yeah.
I like him at guard, but we need a left tackle.
Unless he starts getting out those penalties, he ain't gonna get it.
Let's go get
we need a left.
Let's get one. Let's get one in the draft.
I say slide him out the left, put Tyler on right. Let Tyler see what Tyler can do with right tackle.
Well, there's two left tackles in the draft.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
LSU and one from Texas.
It's Texas. Let's go get one.
Saying.
Yep, it is. Like, let's go
they
get
want to
one.
do that with the first round pick. I'd be cool with
that.
You know what I'm saying?
Cool
we can
with that
snap
on the first round.
And we can,
because we're not gonna. We're not gonna be picking in the top 10.
No,
we're not gonna be picking in the top 10.
Nah, we 14
top
right
15.
now.
Top 15.
Yeah, we 14 right now.
So
we moved a spot because we won Sunday, so we 14 right now.
Yeah, so this is a time of the year where I don't want to miss football, but I want this season to be over with so we go on the next season.
That's what I said. Wrap it up.
You said wrap it up.
Let's wrap this season up. Let's wrap it up. Wrap it up.
I don't know yet.
And
I'm still
Marcus Long might have been in his Cowboy uniform for the last time.
Who was that?
Who was that?
Marcus Lawrence.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
you
think
ain't
so?
lying. You
He
ain't
might
lying
have
about
played
that.
his
That's
last
very.
game with the Cowboys. Let's wrap it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Unless he take a pay
Let's take a
cut.
big pay cut. Yeah.
Unless he take a pay cut. Other than
But
that,
let's be honest. Do we need to pay him that type of money right now? Like, with what we got around, is there a need for us to pay him like that,
no.
or
That's
can
what
he
I'm
be replaced
saying.
with
No.
cheaper?
Unless he take a pay cut. If he don't take no pay cut,
Yeah.
he out of
So
here. The only reason you would keep
You
him
know
yeah.
what?
is for
I would.
veteran stands. The only way you would keep him is for veteran stands
Mhm.
to help coach up the young ones. But I wouldn't pay him that kind of money to keep him.
Yeah,
And he
that's what
not,
I'm
and to
saying.
be honest, he not going nowhere to
Yeah.
get that kind of money because of his injuries. He's not going anywhere to get that
But how
kind of
much money
money.
we gonna owe him because we keep restructuring his contract? He gonna have a lot of dead money though. That's another
There
thing
be
too we
some
gotta
Let
look
me
boy.
at.
look.
He had 4 years, dude.
Yeah. Let me look at
Yeah.
this guy.
Let me see.
I
Oh,
could
go
have
ahead,
swore he
Sean.
had some like
I think he
restructuring
had
money. We're gonna
4
have dead
years or
money
something.
on him and Zach Martin next year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we do have. I know we have some on Zach Morton. I don't know how much we got on D. Law, but I know we definitely have some. Yeah, Stephen was talking about that on the radio this morning about the money, and then he said that we got a couple of players that's not even here anymore that we still got to pay.
Mm.
We would have to, we would have to be in the top 10 to draft both of those two left tackles. Right now, we would have to be in the top 10 to draft those two.
Well, maybe not. If they don't run their mouth and talk about it, most of the time that only happens. Most of the time, it only happens because they running their mouth on who they want and who they looking at.
I'm
If
like,
they don't do
man,
that,
shut
you don't worry
up.
about that. When they run their mouth and say that, then the next team go out there and go get them just because they knew that we was trying to get them.
Mm-hmm.
I
But
watched
Jerry,
Bijan
All
Robinson
right.
last
So,
night. I was so mad. Bijan Robinson in the Cowboy uniform would be epic right now.
Ooh,
Oh my
that'd be
God.
well,
nasty.
we wanted him.
Lord, I know, but Jerry kept talking.
We wanted
Kept
him.
talking.
He kept talking. I'm like, Jerry, shut up. Atlanta drafted him. I'm like, you man. I was so mad. Bijan is the closest thing to Saquon Barkley there is. Their running style.
Yeah.
I said, wow. I was so mad. I'm so mad. Think about that for a second.
so technically, for Lawrence's contract, they could void this year, but it would cost us $8.7 million.
See, that's the thing. You gotta pay Bland too. We gotta play
Because
Bland.
It's
But Bland not
prorated.
do this year, right? Bland ain't
No,
do
he's
this
not.
coming year.
So eventually, we're gonna have to pay him and Tyler.
Yeah, but by the time we get ready to play them, though, that money will be off the books. By the time we get ready to have to pay him and Tyler, that money will be off the books. But I'm gonna tell you another good running back that would be really good to fit in with us would be HN from Georgia.
Oh, I know you're talking about. Yeah, the
Mm.
younger brother. The younger brother.
Yeah.
There's so many. Hey, the running back from North Carolina, he is no joke.
It's a lot of good running backs
This
in this
my
draft,
second.
though.
This my second or third time hearing that kid. I need to go check him out, man.
Yeah, trust me. He's a
you about
game
the third
breaker.
person said something about dude.
The one from North Carolina?
Yeah, he's a game breaker.
Yeah,
boy.
he
I'm
good.
telling you, he's a game breaker.
He's good.
And then Ohio State has two good running backs. And Oregon has a good running
back. That's what I said. This whole draft is full of running backs. It's running backs, wide receivers, running backs and wide receivers is like big in this draft.
But I'm not taking one in the first round.
But I'm not taking none in the first round.
Unless it's a kid from Boise State.
Yeah, we might not know.
We ain't gonna even
get. So what y'all think about
he going top.
What y'all think about the boy from Arizona, McMillan?
Oh, you talking about Scatterbutt?
Scatterbutt. I like him. I like Scatter. I like him.
Yeah, I definitely take
I like him.
He's a fourth round pick.
I think he like a third or fourth round pick.
We have what, 5 fifth-round picks? So
yeah, I would use him on one of them. Yeah, I would love him. I would take him.
He's good though.
I would take him.
Yeah, it's a lot of backs out there.
It's a lot of backs out there.
That's
it's a lot. There's a lot of backs out
We
there.
can't mess it up. We can't mess it up this year with running backs. We cannot mess it up. We cannot. There's no way. It's so deep.
It's deep.
Oh man.
Running back class is deep. Wide receiver class is deep.
There's no way. Genty is nice though. Genty is nice, but then there's a lot of other There's another running back for Iowa that's pretty nice too.
Well, we're not gonna get Genty, so we're not gonna get Genty, so we can just X that off our board. Like,
so what I think Genty gonna look like in these playoffs? I think Genty can lose some NFL stock in these playoffs if he run up against a stout front. Yeah, if he run up against one of them SEC fronts or Notre Dame decent up front, you know what I'm saying? Like, you get the wrong matchup up front, we gonna see if it's the competition or are you like that for real?
What is he? 5'9", 220? I don't know. It's gonna be interesting.
And he'll load. Yeah,
he'll load, and he's quick too, and he's fast. So I don't know.
Yeah.
And they playing at home. He's playing at home now. He's playing at home on a blue turf.
Man, let me pull this bracket up. I'm trying to see who go.
I'm about to say that. Yeah, I was just about to say let's talk about these playoffs real quick. If we spend this last few moments on the show to talk about these college playoffs. I'm excited. I am
too.
I'm excited they moved to 12 teams.
Yeah, this gonna be good. It's gonna be real.
So
good.
I know some Miami Hurricane fans is not.
Y'all so messy. Ooh, y'all messy.
Look, they're gonna get the winner of Penn State, SMU.
You don't understand. Them Hurricane fans are something else. You do not understand.
Y'all so messy. Ooh, y'all messy.
Ooh wee. They be getting on my nerves with that nonsense. Oh my God.
Bama didn't make it in either.
We don't deserve it though. Milroe played bad. Milroe played bad though. Milroe played bad, and we lost.
I think that Oklahoma game did it for Bama.
That's the one that did it. That Oklahoma game.
Yeah, the Oklahoma game.
I can say that we don't deserve it.
What?
We don't deserve it. We don't.
Yeah, that Oklahoma game is what did it.
We lost to them because Milroe couldn't read that they were playing man zone, and he throwing in the coverage. I said, dude.
Yeah, Milroe. Yeah.
I'm not gonna tell you what I really said. I was pissed. I was mad. I was in a sports bar.
Well, we can't believe you. You gotta tell us.
I didn't curse, but I said, damn, you look like Dak Prescott.
I don't know if I believe you didn't curse. I really don't know if I believe.
That's what I said. I said, damn, you look like Dak Prescott throwing the Green Bay.
I don't believe you didn't curse, boy. I ain't gonna lie.
I was with my friends and they was dying at me. They said, damn, I thought you loved that. I said, I do, but he looked like Dak Prescott throwing his own coverage. That's all I'm saying. I was mad. I said, Oklahoma of all teams. Oklahoma? Seriously? That blew it for us. We done.
Yeah, that was it. That
Oklahoma.
was
Why Notre Dame got it easy.
That was the nail in the coffin.
Easy.
Yeah, but don't come for Notre Dame now.
You know
that's the squad. You know the Dame.
Don't come for Notre Dame.
Yeah, hey, Notre Dame set up. You got
I'm glad our quarterback lead. I'm glad.
No, your quarterback staying. He went back, Nikki.
Oh, Lord, I thought he said he was going to the draft. I thought he said he was going to the draft.
He's going back.
Like I said,
he's going back.
Yeah.
I cannot take another season of him.
No, Nick's not going
back. I'm not
going or the coach.
Yeah. I'm not going to gloat in nothing about Notre Dame's potential.
Notre Dame is good, though. They got a home game.
They got a home game, and they got a defense.
Yeah. That's Friday night, too. They play Friday.
And they got a running game.
They play what, this Friday night?
Yeah, they play this Friday night. They play Indiana. I mean, they both from Indiana anyway. So, I mean, they playing cold weather.
Yeah,
that's going to be a home game.
That's what I want to see.
That's a 2-hour drive.
The warm weather teams coming up to the Northeast playing in the cold weather. That's what I want to see. Or the Midwest. That's what I want to see.
But the thing about Indiana and Notre Dame is, that's
cold.
Penn State gonna kill him.
I think the Marcus Lawrence should have kept his dreads. When he cut his dreads out, he became sorry.
Damn. His wife probably told him to cut
it. So
what?
I'm messy today. I don't give a crap.
So what y'all think about let's get these Congratulations is in orders for Michael Vick.
I thought you about to say Travis Hunter. I don't know why I thought you
No,
said Travis
I'm
Hunter.
getting to Travis Hunter,
Yeah,
but
that's what's up, man.
he gonna take a little while. So I'm gonna have to leave him on the list last. He gonna take a little minute.
Uh-oh.
But
That's about to get messy.
gotta give props to Michael Vick
Oh, oh,
being
oh, kid.
coming head coach at Norfolk State.
That's what's up.
Everybody thought he was going to Sacramento, but he chose Norfolk State. He said he chose to stay at HBCU. He just a true testimony of someone being knocked down, but
All the way down.
he's a true testimony of being not completely
All the
down.
way down.
They tried everything they could to wipe him off, wipe him off the map. They tried everything they could, even all the way to him spending time in prison, to come back and become a head coach of, a college team is just remarkable. So I'm definitely cheering for him.
Yes, indeed.
But they have to put the right coaching staff around him as well, and they gonna need they gonna need as much money as they can get, from them scouts and stuff to help out. So I'm happy for him. Congratulations to Michael Vick, new
You're gonna
head
have to
coach
get
of
some
Norfolk
NIL deal.
University.
Well, he's gonna be successful
I think he's
because
gonna
just
be
his
okay.
name,
Just
just
his
because
name.
his name is it's gonna
Mhm.
be it's gonna be
Mhm.
avenue for recruiting easy.
Like Dion.
Yeah.
He's another one of the best to do it, at the quarterback level. So, congrats to him.
You ain't big up Jackson State yet?
Hmm?
Jackson State won
Oh,
the
no, we was
HBC Bowl, right?
we was
They
getting
won
to
it
that.
all.
Yep, they won. They won it
Kelly ain't
all.
say nothing. Where Kelly at? She swag.
Um,
Kelly!
so we got rushing yard leaders for
Hey,
week 15.
can I say something about that?
About what?
Oh shoot, what's in that cup?
I know, because he said he had to say something. Then he took a drink.
Oh damn.
Yeah, about Jackson State. About Jackson State. So
Okay.
it was a lot of felt like it was unfair and unjust because if it was you, you'd have did it too. Right. So, but one thing, the people in Jackson State should be grateful for Dion because he left their program in better shape than what he found it.
In good position.
You can say what you want
He
about
did.
how he lived and what it was before Dion came.
He did.
I don't think nobody can argue with that. So I think they should be grateful that they're grateful that Dion came through there because they did benefit from it.
Big up to
Totally
him.
benefit from it. And they still benefiting from it.
Yeah. They still benefiting from it.
Still benefiting from it. Okay.
I stay down here, so I heard a lot of it.
Yeah.
Trust me, I have family in Mississippi.
I'm sure.
Trust me, my cousin let me know what's going on. Oh Lord, I was like, seriously, he's not a sellout. Yeah, he's a sellout now. I'm like, oh Lord.
Yeah,
they
they
done
was
the same exact thing.
Yeah, they were hot. When I tell you they were hot, they were upset.
I can imagine.
They were out of control. They were out of control. They were out of control.
Yeah, like who not gonna take a promotion at their profession?
Exactly.
You can't fault that man for
y'all can't get mad because that man wanted to move around.
Not only that, they said he couldn't do it.
Yep, they said he couldn't do it.
He wanted to be the head coach of Florida State, and they said he couldn't do it. You don't have experience. You can't do it. So he was like, "I'm gonna show y'all."
Now they all lining up trying to get him.
And if I was him, I'd stay right in Colorado and try to win a championship.
They gonna have to empty
I mean, it's amazing what he did in Colorado.
The way he going though
in 2 years.
Yeah,
it's amazing what he did.
Yeah, and then he got another 5-star QB coming.
Yeah, yep. He nice too.
Yep. And he got another good running back coming. And wide
Yeah,
receiver
so
coming.
yeah. I want to see him in the playoffs, man. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, they playing BYU, right?
Yeah,
No, they playing BYU in the bowl game.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
in the
In
bowl
the bowl
game.
game.
In the bowl game. If BYU had lost, then they would have came to
If
AT&T
they'd have
good
and
beat
one though.
played.
Kansas, though, if they'd have beat Kansas, they would be in the bowl right now.
Shit,
They,
man, but Kansas was on fire, dude. Yeah, like that was just the wrong time to play
I
Kansas.
know.
yeah, that was the wrong time.
Yeah, it was the wrong time. Kansas was getting everybody at work.
So to
That
be
little
honest,
scrimmage.
though, looking at this, the college playoff, Georgia shouldn't be in it right now because Beck is out. Beck can't play. His elbow's shot.
Oh, he can't play at all?
He can't play. He done.
Oh.
Man,
I don't know
Wow.
why he can't.
yeah. That arm tore up.
His
That
arm
arm
is
tore
done.
up.
That
Ain't no
Oh
way
elbow is
he
wow.
done.
playing. Yeah, I thought when they had him, I said he gonna be out. Yeah, he out for a minute.
So how come they're not done?
He
Just like
about
when Florida State
need to
couldn't
come
be
back
in.
next year to show the NFL scouts he can throw. To be honest with you, like it's on tour.
So
What you
Notre
said,
Dame
bro?
gonna wind up playing Georgia, probably, and Georgia has no quarterback. Where Foxy at? He gonna get lucky again. Lord, I just thought about that. His elbow is messed up. His elbow's shot.
Okay, so let's go on and just get on into it. Let's talk about this Travis.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Notre Dame had it easy
Yeah,
because
Notre
if
Dame
they
got
get
it
past
easy.
Indiana, they got to go
Look
play
at that.
Georgia with their
They got
bag
it
of food.
easy.
Look like trash throwing the ball.
Where
Let's just
is
be
where's
honest.
John at? Where he disappeared to?
John may have, I don't know, but he got
That
it
kid look
easy,
bad
man.
throwing
I'm
it,
looking
man.
at the bracket. He's got it easy, baby. Listen, Travis Hunter. There's so much we could talk about with him. There's so much. There's
Okay,
so
where you
much.
want to start at? You want to
I
start
don't
at
know.
him? You want to start at him getting a Heisman
Yes, Lord. He
and
deserves it.
congratulating him on getting a Heisman?
Yes. He deserves the Heisman.
He
He
definitely
was the best
deserved it.
player
He was the
on
best
both sides
player,
of the ball. He
both sides of
deserved
the
it.
ball. Yeah.
He's a talent. I just don't know which position he's going to really play in the NFL.
And the NFL.
I don't know if he's big enough to play both ways though in the NFL. He's only 185. You're gonna have to pick one or the other. He can't play both. I don't think. He light.
I think he said he intends to play both ways, but I don't think he's gonna be able to do it. Not at the NFL though. Them grown men,
I mean, look
dude.
at
You ain't gonna be able to play like that. Grown. You
look
know
at
what I'm saying?
Champ
On both sides of
Bailey,
the ball.
Charles Woodson. They are bigger. Champ Bailey and Charles Woodson was bigger than him. Deion was bigger. When Deion was going both ways, Deion was bigger than him. These dudes right now, man, I don't know. I wish him well, though. He's going to try.
Yep.
I wish him well. He's explosive. He's a playmaker. To be honest with you, I'd rather stick him at wide receiver than cornerback. Less punishment for him. Imagine he has to stop.
No, I tell you what, Jason says he a better cornerback or a wide receiver.
I like wide receiver because
that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna be honest. I'm playing him at corner. Yeah, I play him at corner. But I'm gonna let him get a couple bubble screens. You know what I'm saying? I let him get a couple reps at wide receiver. See if I can get him, have a couple plays. Don't see if I can get him in the open field by himself. But he won't be lining up like running routes like a real number one now. He wouldn't play like that. But I let him get a couple snaps at wide receiver here and there.
So he playing corner, you're gonna expose him. He's gotta tackle tight ends, he's gonna have to tackle big running backs. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna have to take on linemen on the sweeps. So that's what I'm looking at when I'm looking at Travis, like playing basically as cornerback. At least a wide receiver, you don't have to go through the punishment like that.
Yeah, I guess. I see.
You know what I'm saying? That big old left tackle is coming over. And you're gonna have to
I see
make
what
a
you're
business decision. It's like, what am I gonna do? You know what I'm saying? This is the NFL, this is not college.
And you and we say how much he weigh? How much you say he 5'8" what?
He's 185. He's 6'1", 185.
Yeah. Yeah, he getting
That's what I'm saying.
6'1", 185. Yeah, he
getting lit up.
He took off his feet at 185 though.
185, man. He's gonna have to eat. He's gonna have to get in the weight room at least. He's gonna have to take he's gonna have to eat a lot of protein shakes and a lot of pasta. And don't lose any of his speed.
Man.
Yeah. All right, Nikki. What's the other Travis Hunter subject?
Right, did you see the Pittsburgh Philly?
Which one? You talking about Slade in Washington? That's what you talking about?
We gotta talk about this.
What's that?
What
happened?
I ain't seen nothing.
I'm a chill. I ain't seen nothing new.
What happened? I ain't
what?
seen nothing.
What we gotta talk about? What I missed?
The other Travis Hunter subject. What's the other Travis Hunter subject?
You talking about his girlfriend?
Man,
I thought Kelly was in the SWAT. I'm sorry, Kelly.
Man.
What y'all want to talk about?
Yeah, I'm with Kelly. I play him CB1 and wide receiver 3. That's how I'm coming. I'm coming just like that, Kelly.
You gonna play him in the slot?
CB1 wide receiver. Yeah, I'm finna have him. He not facing no jams off the line. He not doing none of that to wide receiver.
So he's bigger than Turpin
all day.
So he's bigger than Turpin.
Yeah, but like what he can do with the ball in his hands, you got to get the ball in his hand and let him see. You know what I'm saying? Get a couple. He gonna hit a big play waiting to happen with the ball in his hand. So you got to give him a couple screens, slants, drags. What we should be doing with Turpin, basically, running him on and catch a couple bubble screens. Try to see if he can take one to the bus. You know what I'm saying? But
we did have Travis Hunter dreams when we were losing, though. We did have it.
I don't know what Mike need
losing.
Man.
We did have Travis Hunter dreams, so we said, "Bet we keep losing."
I was wondering where you went. I couldn't start that topic without you.
Yeah, because
it's all good.
We was talking about Notre Dame when you was gone. We said Notre Dame got it easy because Georgia Beck is not going to play quarterback. So y'all beat Indiana. Y'all going down to Georgia and play, and they don't have no quarterback.
Not my fault.
It ain't my fault.
I ain't got nothing to do with us. I ain't got nothing. Look, when I'm saying that's the same thing I say about the Cowboys. We ain't got nothing to do. We ain't got nothing to do with it.
If we wouldn't have lost to Northern Illinois, if we didn't want to lost to Northern Illinois, we'd have a first round bye right now. So
you're not in the conference though. Once y'all be in the SEC or the ACC, so you're gonna be in a conference. Y'all want to be independent.
Why? So we can give up that free TV money. Notre Dame is when it comes to finances in college football, Notre Dame is the is the Jerry Jones of college football.
I was gonna say that too.
They can keep their natural rivals. They can get their own money. They got a contract at NBC.
Yep.
You can't ask for nothing better than that. So
that's crazy.
But I'm gonna be quiet because Notre Dame has had some great teams in the past, and was this close from winning a championship because we were so arrogant. We lost. I think the only time I got disappointed that Notre Dame lost when they were undefeated and Florida State was undefeated. And no, Florida State was a one-loss team. And I can't remember who they beat. I don't know if they beat Miami or who, but they ended up giving them the national championship over us. That was back in the 80s.
So. Yeah, I remember that.
Now I gotta look it up now. But I heard a little bit of what you guys were saying.
Damn, Notre Dame gonna have it easy, man. Easy.
I said, yeah, Notre Dame got a cakewalk going to the national championship. They get because they probably gonna dog walk Indiana. That's gonna be a home game.
And they playing Georgia without Beck, but Beck wasn't playing good anyway.
The Georgia number 2 QB. Yeah.
He trash.
But old boy looked really bad throwing the ball though, that bag up. Yeah, he looked really bad throwing the ball. I said, oh my. They're gonna have a field day with him.
ETN can't play quarterback, can he? All ETN gonna do is RPO all day going night. If he gotta play quarterback.
Mm-hmm. That's what he gonna do, RPO. Cause he pretty fast running it, but yeah, his decision making with it paying the pass game, I was like, oh my, that dude the pig waiting to happen.
Mm. Oh my. All right, Nick, it's your show now, boo-boo. Go ahead. Drum roll, please.
I just need somebody to tell Travis Hunter girlfriend to shut up.
Oh my God. No.
I just need her to shut up. I just need her to be quiet because you're not doing anything but making this whole situation and this matter worse. Like
so
my man took me to a party and sat there for hours. While I went inside.
I went inside and got drunk and partied. Like, how much worse can you make this for this young man? Like, I understand that he's young, and at this point, he gonna just have to figure it out.
Where's his mama at?
That's what I asked. I said,
man, I'm looking at it's so many
grandmother.
His daddy got to tell him what's up.
His mama, his grandmother,
his
daddy,
mama or grandma,
Dion,
or auntie.
Somebody got to step in this and tell this boy that she is embarrassing him. She is embarrassing him to the fullest. You just won one of the most prestigious awards an athlete can win. And Dion had to tell you to stand up. Then your excuse is, well, I hugged him and kissed him before the event. Girl, what that got to do with him at the event? What that got to do with him getting in front of a national television? What that got to do with that? That's one red flag. Second red flag. He said I and wait for you 5, but he don't drink. But you letting the world know that you get towed up. You letting the world know that that's what you do. So what happens when he get into the NFL and they have all these NFL parties? He gonna have to come look for you at the party because you done ducked off with somebody.
Thank God Puffy in jail. That's all I'm gonna say. Thank God Puffy in jail.
Third red flag. You sat up here and said publicly you did not like the way you was not attracted to him until you found out his popularity. And you found out how good he was. And that's when you start realizing, oh, I better talk to him. Her excuse is that she didn't talk to him because he had a girlfriend when he tried to talk to her. When he first DM'd her, he already had a girlfriend. So you thought that was important for you to tell the world? You thought that was important for you to tell the world? And then I want to know why he got on live with them bifocals on, and instead of there trying to defend her with them why? So I'm confused at some point of this level. As much as Dion stays in his kids' ears, and he said Dion is like a daddy to him, where is the missing chain and link that Dion ain't got and ain't telling you what's right and wrong on this situation? And I mean, who's to say Dion haven't? He may have talked to him, may have told him something, but I know he could not have been telling you way too much because she should not be in this media talking. Now she went all live on Facebook. Yeah, that's what I said too, Joseph.
That's clearly the problem.
He's
That's clearly,
You know,
that's clearly
so
what it is. But somebody else
yeah,
got to
Clearly the
be,
problem.
somebody else got to
yeah.
step up. I don't like the
I'm gonna
fact
Yeah,
give.
that
no, he gonna have to see this for himself,
he gonna have
sweetheart.
to
He
figure it out
gone,
for
baby.
himself.
Yeah.
Gone.
He gonna have to, like
We
my
gotta take him
grandma
to
Baby,
Magic
say.
he
City.
gone.
We gotta take him to Magic City.
No, but
We gotta take him to Magic City. We take him
He
to
ain't going to
Magic
Magic
City.
City.
That's
He
he
what
ain't
he
going to
did.
Magic City.
That's what
He
he
gotta go
did
to
right
He'll be
there.
in Magic City and he'll wait outside for her 5
No,
hours
he
while
ain't.
she
We
in
gonna
Magic
make
City
sure he going
drinking
to
and dancing.
VIP.
But
He
he
going to
ain't going in
VIP.
there. He gonna pull up and tell her to go in, and he gonna sit in the car and wait for her. And she gonna be in there on
Nope.
the pole dancing that
Nope.
thing, and gonna come
Nope.
out with somebody else and tell him that's her friend. Can we drop him home?
We got
So
Dion
you
coming
know,
with us to Magic City too.
I just want to say that. Remember that song, "Boys and Men, End of the Road."
There you go. Really?
He finna drive off a cliff. We don't even know it.
I remember I was dating this girl. And she broke up with me.
Are you acting like
And
CJ?
and that song came out a week later, and I played that song for 2 weeks straight because this little girl broke my heart. All that to say is this: he's young. He gonna get over soon.
You sound like
He
Stephen A.
needs
Smith.
He better get over it before May.
he need to call up CD Lamb and have CD how do you handle a young girl in public with
He
the
gonna do
camera
the
in
He
her.
need to call Michael Irvin. That's
He
what
gonna
he need to do.
he gonna do
He
the
need to
opposite.
call a playmaker.
He needs to
He need to
call
call a playmaker. That's what
He
he
gonna do
need
the
to do.
opposite. He gonna hand her the phone to take the call, take the draft call.
You give it up.
He gonna get the phone to her.
That's it. We taking him to Mike. We gotta take him to Magic City. I'm sorry. Let me close my door. Hold on.
I totally get it, and I understand that he's young, and I'm not knocking him for that. I understand when you're the young age, love is love. You love who you love. You like who you like. You do what you do, but he needs to understand his power right now. He needs to understand his position right now, and it's okay if that's what we want to be with. But at some point, someone has to sit him down. He sit her down, and say the things that you were putting out to the media right now is not good. So what's gonna happen is it's gonna be another situation where he's gonna go into the NFL because it's strictly that she picked May to get married after the draft. That's the month May that they picked to get married after he drafted. So my only concern is I hope whoever his PR person is, his agent, whoever, I hope they have enough sense to let him know that he needs to get a prenup. That he needs a prenup. Simple as that. He needs a prenup. And he needs that prenup done and signed before he even get drafted. He needs to have it done before he even get drafted. And he needs someone that can talk, that can help him talk to the media. He needs someone because he needs to learn quick. Sitting on the arguing back with fans and arguing back with people's opinion, it's gonna be an easy down road for him in the NFL. And I'm not even saying this to be funny. I love the kid. I love what the kid did. I love that he maintained a 4.0 GPA all through college. So that lets me know he's very smart. He's very educated. And that lets me know he's not only educated, he's very talented. But someone needs to have a serious conversation with him that he don't allow this to derail him once he make it into the NFL, because these are the ones that you see young guys like him that don't end up not being successful in the NFL because of this type of behavior from the people that they are dealing with. And I'm not saying she's a bad girl. I'm not saying any of that. But what I'm saying is what she is doing and what she's putting in the media, no, it's not a good look for him. It all falls on him.
And I'm gonna add to that, Nikki. If he keeps going on social media or whatever he's doing, trying to defend her, what are those other NFL guys gonna do? They're on the other side of the line from him. They're gonna talk so much. They're gonna talk so much shit to him about her. They're gonna take him out of his game because his mind is gonna be on defending her versus making this next play.
See, don't forget he's 21 years old.
He's young.
He may not have experience with women, So right now, somebody needs to actually talk to him about the whole situation. That somebody need to just say, "Yo, listen, this is what's going on, and you have to protect yourself by any means necessary." That's the thing. He's 21 years old.
Yeah, he's
Something.
young.
He's young, but
He's
woo-wee.
young. And I don't think right
Mm,
now, I don't honestly don't think getting married right now is the right thing to do. I think he should get into the NFL, establish himself in the NFL, establish his career in the NFL, focus on him in the NFL. It's okay if he want to date. It's okay if he still want to date her. Whatever. I understand. Y'all been together since high school. I get it. But at the end of the day, I think right now marriage is not the option for him at this very moment, and she just has so many red flags. She just has so many red flags. um until it's a shame, like. And I think that Dion is talking to him. I would think that Dion is in his ear, have been in his ear. But again, you can't make nobody not be with who they want to be with. You can't make nobody not love who they love. But
mm.
I don't even think you know what love is right now at this moment. You know, I think he has so much talent and so much going for himself that he should halt on a wedding and see how she acts after a year or so of him even being in the league. Like, I just think he needs to focus on his career. I just think he needs to focus on being where he needs to be in the NFL and for the NFL, being that face of that team that drafts him for the NFL. And she needs to stay out of the media. He needs someone that can tell her, stop making these lives. Now you all on live doing facials, doing face washes. Now you all on live. It's not a good look. And then 10 minutes later, he popping up online arguing with people, arguing back and forth, trying to defend her. The only way to not make this a bad life for you is nobody say nothing. If you don't say nothing, it eventually will just go away. But if you're trying to defend her every time she do something or say something that's not right, you're in a bad spot. You're putting yourself in a bad spot.
Mm. I think he's too young to be thinking about getting married anyway. He's only
Yes,
21.
that's what I think.
He
I
hasn't
feel like
experienced
it's too
life yet. He's too
young.
young. He's way too young.
And going into the NFL, boy, you better live your life. You better live your life going into the NFL. Do he know do he not realize just by being the first round draft, being the first draft pick, or just where he's at, do he not realize how many women gonna be coming for him? Boy, live your life.
He don't know yet.
I'm
Somebody
just
should tell
saying.
him. Somebody should tell him right
And I'm
now.
not even saying it's okay to cheat. But it is okay to cheat. Do what you do. Y'all live your dang on life. You too young. Coming into the end, boy.
Mm. He needs a mentor quick.
He
He
needs a
needs a mentor
PR and a
quick.
mentor quick. But you would think his mom or his grandmother them, would be. And then the only other thing that I was disappointed with him about his speech was I didn't like that he thanked her first. What did you thanking her first for? What are you thanking her first for? Your grandmother or your mom, if you didn't want your mom, whoever should have been the first person well, besides God, that you should have gave thanks to. How you thanking her before you thank your mom and your grandmother now?
Maybe he had
Right?
to.
Maybe it was because he didn't write a speech, he didn't actually prepare a speech, and he actually just went up there and spoke. Maybe that's the problem. I don't know. But no, you don't thank her before you thank your mother or your
Yeah.
grandmother.
Well,
We know better, but maybe he did it because maybe he didn't want her to fly off. Remember, there was a game recently,
Right.
and
She
he was
act a
getting a lot of
clown.
praise, and she was mad at him, and he was like, "What are you doing?" So
Yeah.
maybe he knows her temperament. That's why he probably had to thank her first. I don't know.
But it was another thing before while he was taking pictures with fans that she
I saw that
said,
too.
"How long I gotta wait for you to do this?" Come on now. What you mean how long you gotta wait? I guess you can go wait as long as I waited for you outside the club while you was drinking.
Mm. I would have called her Uber. He crazy. But he's
yeah,
also 21 though. He's also 21 years old, and he doesn't know any better yet. He's still young. He's still young. I know what it seems like he is, but I'm not gonna say it because He's an amateur right now. Like Tiger Woods used to be a pro golfer, but amateur player. I put it to you like that.
Well,
Well,
that's all I had.
Mm-hmm.
Thought I was the only one that
yeah.
do we know the reason why LeBron is not with the Lakers?
He's just taking some time off. He said he was like basically, trying to energize his body and whatever. He's feeling some aches and pains, so he just took a little break away from the Lakers because of the NBA Cup too. So he wanted to take advantage of the rest period. That's what he said. I don't know how true that is, but LeBron, hey. LeBron's LeBron at this particular point. He's almost 40 years old playing a kid's game. So, I mean, if you got to take some time off, take some time off.
So let's wrap it up then. Let's wrap it up. And let's call it quits.
He's not going to do that.
You done everything you needed to do. You done won championships. You done got your son drafted on the same team with you. You done got your son to play on the court with you. You done done everything that you could possibly do in this league. Let's wrap it up.
2 more years, he said. 2 more years.
If you can't play 82 games, if you can't play 80 games in the league, you can't play 75 games in the league, it's time to hang it up. Simple as that.
Hey, if that's the case, Embiid need to hang it up.
He should have been there, hung it up.
Embiid's injured, his face is broken, ankles, whatever. He need to hang it up. LeBron is LeBron, though. He's going to hang it up when he feels like it's time for him to hang it up.
Okay. Well, we're gonna have to hang up because it's old man.
I know it's 10:07. We ain't even go through no picks or nothing.
Oh, let's hurry up. Come on. Hurry up.
Y'all on. I'll be back in a minute.
All right.
No, where's my newspapers? I ain't got no daggone newspapers in here.
Hold on, I pull them up because you supposed to already have it ready while you.
Nah, I forgot we didn't have.
Let me pull them up real quick.
Because where's Jeff? Jeff ain't been on here.
And Jeff ain't been in here. Jeff normally the one that do it. Tell him he lost his job. Let me tell him right now. He normally the one that do it. What is this? NFL week what? 16?
Yeah.
All right, so we got Broncos and Chargers Thursday night. I'm going with Broncos and Chargers.
Chargers playing at home.
All right, I think I'm gonna go with Chargers. We got Texas and Chiefs Saturday. I'm going with
only because of
where they playing at?
They playing in KC, but he's
can't win
Mahomes
in KC.
Is dealing with a high ankle sprain, so I don't know how healthy he's gonna be.
Can't win in KC. Got the Rebs on lock. Can't Chiefs. Steelers and Ravens. I think Ravens get the payback this time. They playing
Ravens.
New York and Falcons. I'm sure Falcons win, but I don't know because they starting they starting.
No, that's fine because the Giants are terrible.
Giants are terrible, but I'm gonna still pick Falcons.
Giants are terrible.
Lions and Bears, of course, the Lions.
Yep.
Cardinals. Well, Lions lost their other running back, David Montgomery.
Yep.
But I'm gonna still go with Lions.
Bears are terrible though.
Cardinals and Panthers. I'm going with Cardinals.
Cardinals all day.
Rams and Jets. I'm going with
Rams.
Eagles and Commanders. I'm going with Commanders.
I'm going with the Eagles.
Browns and Bengals. I'm going with Bengals.
Yep.
Titans and Colts. I'm going with Colts. Because Titans quarterback got benched. Not that he was good anyway.
And the Colts are trying to win a playoff spot. Get to the playoffs anyway.
Vikings and Seahawks. I'm going with Vikings because Geno Smith hurt.
Yep.
Bills and Patriots. Of course, the Bills.
That's easy money.
Jaguars and Raiders. It's gonna be a struggle fest on who's gonna score the less points. But I'm gonna have to go with Raiders on this one.
Really? I'm going with Jacksonville.
I'm gonna go with Raiders because Jacksonville ain't Trevor Lawrence hurt.
Yeah, but they play better though.
Did the Jaguars win last week?
They lost. They lost to the Jets.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm going with Raiders. 49ers and Dolphins.
I'm going with the Dolphins.
I'm going with
Dolphins at home.
Oh,
I believe.
I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Dolphins. Bucks and Cowboys. I'm gonna go with Cowboys, but I think the Bucks gonna win.
I think the Bucks gonna win because the Cowboys gonna have to score more than 20 points to beat the Bucks. I don't know if that's possible.
Yeah, so
at
that's it.
home.
I'm gonna go with Buck. I mean, I'm going with Cowboys, but I know the Bucks gonna win. Packers and Saints. I'm going with Packers. Saints
Packers
quarterback
playing.
is out. David Carr out.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with
Packers
Packers.
Packers been playing good too. This is the time they get hot.
So we got 2 games Saturday this week. That's how you know football season coming close to an end. You start getting these Saturday games. Then on Christmas Day we got Chiefs and Steelers, and Ravens and Texans.
They playing on what? 4 days rest?
They playing on 4 days rest. They gotta play. They playing on Christmas Day on Netflix.
That's crazy. That I 4 days rest. That's pushing it
Chiefs
though.
and Steelers. I'm gonna have to go with Chiefs, and Ravens and Texans. I'm gonna go with Ravens. But we can pick those picks Tuesday.
It depends. I don't know how healthy Mahomes is going to be. That's the thing. I don't know how healthy he is.
Well, you know they said they said in the playoff game, Mahomes' ankle was messed up, and he came out and beat them and beat the Eagles in the second half. So I'm gonna never bet against Mahomes. I'm not gonna never bet against him because they playing in KC, and you can't win in KC because the Rebs got them on lock. Simple as that. So anyway,
We gonna see.
we gonna tell Jeff he fired from his position.
Where is Jeff?
So anyway, thank everybody for tuning in. We appreciate you guys. We couldn't do this without you. We should have another show next week before Christmas, so I won't say Merry Christmas yet because we should be able to get another show in Tuesday before Christmas. But we have a lot of good football this weekend. We got NFL this weekend, I think. Yeah, we got NFL.
Got college too
We
on
got
Friday, starting with
college,
Notre
so we should
Dame.
have a lot of football action this weekend. It's how you know that football is coming to the end when you get these Saturday games and then you get these playoffs games from the college stuff. But I appreciate everyone and be nice, be kind, pray for each other, respect each other. You never know what
Oh,
people going through. You never know what people got going on behind the scenes. So
that's right. Tell
be
Kelly to take Travis Hunter to Magic City for a birthday.
Oh yeah, that's right. Happy birthday, Kelly. I know your birthday coming, but happy birthday to you from the show. In case we not on the show tonight, that we your birthday. So anyway,
That's
okay,
right.
Boogie, you can ride us out.
Happy birthday, Kelly. Happy birthday, everybody. Thanks for coming out to the Safe Zone. Appreciate everybody's comments, your opinions. It all matters to us. Really, it does. And for all y'all Dak haters out there, Dad says he loves you, and he loves you, and he loves you. Let's go, Cowboys, and good night, everybody, and God bless.
All right.
Good night, everybody.
Good
Good
night.
night.
We out.